Hello, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes. I am Matt Burns.
And I am James Irvine.
And just to point this out, we do apologise for the bit of a moment that you had a bit of a silence on the, when we were literally just doing the actual start of it.
Yeah, so basically what it was is Matt Burns likes to do his SBDs, but in silence. So it's a bit like...
Yeah, I get. Yeah, funny.
Smelly.
Funny.
Just
Funny.
that kind of smell that smells smelly.
Anyway. Well, anyway, let's get down to our regular scheduled programming.
Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Sorry.
You were getting into that, weren't you?
Yeah, I was definitely going into that then. How could I not? So yeah, let's get into our regular scheduled programming. So without further ado, I bring to you the Sunday 6 p.m. Watershed, and it is just a little bit after 6 o'clock because obviously Matt Burns and his SBD.
I'm not saying anything.
The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for those that are of the younger generation or for pussy.
Idiots, nonsense, or anybody who is easily offended or gets very easily jealous.
Yes, especially today. Especially today of all days.
No idea why.
Anyway, however, I do believe that the Thundercats are much easier on the eyes and ears.
Thunder. Oh no, we're not doing that.
No, we are not doing that.
Okay.
And so, because obviously we want to get straight into topics and conversations of the week, we are also going to say that we are in support of Black Lives Matter and full advocates of hashtag speaking out.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just waiting for me to cock it up now, aren't you?
No.
It's probably going to happen anyway.
Doesn't
we are
matter.
Also friends of the LGBTQ plus community.
Yes. Oh, plus. As well.
Did I not say plus?
No.
I blame the drugs.
That's fine.
Not the illegal kind.
No. All I'll just say to you is, if Irvine isn't himself, or if there's a reason for it.
Yes, there is a reason.
So, like how you said earlier, you expecting me jump on you or anything on it. No, that's not going to be the case. I'm not going to be sad on you because, wow.
Yes,
a lot can happen in a week.
Yeah, I seem to have sustained a boo-boo.
But we'll get to that shortly. We'll get to that shortly. Now, let's get to the TBT blog. Oh, wait, there wasn't one this week.
Oh, no, I'm quite disappointed in that.
Although, do give us the benefit of doubt, please, because...
we had a very busy weekend.
Yes. A busy week, a busy weekend, a busy last weekend.
Injuries, illnesses, yeah, you name it, it's probably happened this week.
Yes.
Excuse me whilst I Kermit. Excuse me.
You're welcome.
Seem to have a frog in my throat. Keep it clean.
I'm keeping it clean.
Keep it clean.
Oh, wait, we're the burning truth. We don't need to keep it fucking clean.
Oh, no, we don't. Basically, implying by his laughter and his snigger that I had Kermit's dick in my throat.
Actually, I wasn't implying that. I was just sitting there thinking, sound a bit more Miss, sound a bit more Miss Piggy. Anyway, bear in mind that we had much events going on during an entire week. Because as you may remember, last week's episode was pre-recorded.
It certainly was.
And for good, and ended up being for the benefit.
Yeah, it probably ended up being... it was probably for the best.
Yeah. But as for why it was probably for the best, and why we didn't get a blog done yesterday, we'll get to that later. So, where would you like to go right now?
I would like to go with what I saw on Twitter at 4 a.m. this morning.
Normally, I would probably have jumped into WWE stuff instead of jumping into this.
No, this is too important.
But here's the thing. I actually agree with Irvine on this one because from what we saw, and I believe I got informed, was about to send it over to yourself, and then you sent it to me.
Mm-hmm. Just why? Why? I'm still trying to grasp and fully understand why.
Let me just put this into focus and context for people. This is a topic that we are in full support of, which is, of course, hashtag speaking out. Now, on this certain image, okay, some people are saying, is it really him? He doesn't have the certain tattoos on them and everything. Regardless of if it is him or not, the fact that if it isn't him, whoever's imitating him should get their fucking head checked.
I don't think that's an imitation, if I'm being honest.
I don't know. I'm just saying that because of... What I'm just stating is, we can't state it as a fact, can we?
No.
Right, so we have to give the... Supposedly, but even so, even if it's not him directly, it's still not fucking good. But and this is where I say it's an opinion of both myself and James Irvine, which means it's an opinion of the truth. But understand, we're not stating a fact here.
No, we're just saying what we see. So instead of beating around the bush like you are doing so gracefully at the moment,
I'm doing my best.
It was something on Twitter that was posted by a said female wrestler, Natalie Sykes.
Yes.
And to quote what she tweeted, it says, "So we're just booking abusers again." And now the picture in question has a wrestler which in stature looks very much like a Ligero. Yeah. And it's not good.
It's not good. A few other people have jumped in. One chin round, who's seen the post going out, putting out what the actual fuck, disappointed, what is going on. Now, in the picture, I've got to say one thing about it, and this is towards some of the hate that I've been going towards the banner that's on the side of the ring. You know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because, yes, usually in most wrestling companies, they normally have the wrestling company on the side. The only problem is, on this one, the actual ring that was being used it wasn't their show.
Yeah.
It wasn't. So, in actual fact, the banner on the side is for the actual ring company, and they've had a bit of flack. Now, if it is them who have done this, then let loose. But from what we've seen on Twitter and everything, it doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be another company that's at fault, and whoever is at fault, what the actual fuck?
It's
Because
funny if you say that. I'm just scrolling through the Twitter comments, and you just said, "What the actual fuck?" And funnily enough, one of the comments is, "What the actual fuck?"
Yeah, because if it is him, then hashtag fucking speaking out. What the fuck? He got called out. What suddenly made him? Oh, I'm a good boy now. All of a sudden, and it's not good.
It's not good.
It's not good.
The wrestling promotion that provided the ring is EPW.
I'm not 100% sure on this one.
I'm just reading. I'm just trying to find out now because it's like it's really bad. I mean, obviously, if you're supplying a ring to a company, you're not going to know the card.
No.
If you see Legado on there, the first thing you're going to do as any decent human being is pull that ring away from the situation and be like, "Whoa,
The only problem is if you've got
not."
a signed agreement with certain ring situations, that can be a problem.
You know something? I don't give a shit. I'd pull out.
Wait. That could be a problem for a legal case. If it was me, fuck it.
Me, fuck it, pull out. You're only just making yourself.
And let me just say this: as tempted as someone could turn around and say we could have used the certain joke line that we use, this is not the time for it, and it's a serious subject. That's why we're not using it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that much of a serious subject. We're not even throwing out the our usual jokes on this one. That is normally in the news that we do talk.
Yeah, just stop talking, because you're just digging yourself a deeper hole.
No, I'm just stopping there now because the stupid thing about it is you just get yourself out of that situation. You want no part of it.
Let me just put this into context for you. Now, for those that are new to the hashtag speaking out to movement, where have you been? But it was quite a big deal last year, and it still is a big deal in our eyes today. But it was because everyone thinks so little of the British wrestling industry. It actually made primetime news. So it's pretty fucking serious. Even if it didn't make primetime news, I'm pretty sure someone would make a big deal out of it.
I'm pretty sure that they would. Did.
Well, yeah, exactly. So, anyway, I have a little statement on why we are making such a big deal out of this.
The floor is yours.
Now, a little column off the old interwebs.
Mm-hmm.
Sexual assault allegations. As part of the hashtag Speaking Out movement, Legado was accused of indecent assault, sending inappropriate messages, and engaging in inappropriate conduct. While he denied the indecent assault allegation, he admitted that he did send inappropriate messages and engaged in inappropriate conduct. Legado would be released by Progress Wrestling and WWE following the allegations, and his profile was also deleted from WWE.com. Now, if that doesn't tell you how serious that is, I don't know what will.
Now, everyone's going to be sitting there saying, delete it. Oh, they get rid of, wrestlers on that. No, they don't. They put them in the alumni.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't put into alumni. This was, get the fuck out.
This was like the GTS, but instead it's GTFO.
Yeah.
Because, man, that's not a good thing.
No, it's not good.
It's not good at all.
Exactly. And the scary thing about it is, we know from time to time WWE have done some questionable things.
Mm-hmm.
But on this subject matter, they did everything right.
Yes. But it obviously it wasn't just the one individual. There's quite a few individuals that have been scrapped from the history books, so to speak. So, Legado's not just one, but for him, rumour had been going around for a while that he's been sniffing around the wrestling scene, trying to get back into wrestling. That's a rumour. I thought, no way would anybody ever try to employ such a man to wrestle ever again. Never in a million years. And then, obviously, I saw that, and I thought, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. No, I'm on painkillers.
As for why, later.
Codeine, ibuprofen, you name it. I'm shoveling a lot down my neck at the moment for certain reasons. Obviously,
more on that later.
But even my eyes just went ping, and not in a good way.
No,
not in a good way at all. There's been a couple of weeks where I've had rants on certain subjects where I'm just like tearing into certain subjects of why I believe my opinions on certain subjects. But this one, I was gobsmacked. I truly, genuinely was absolutely gobsmacked.
Yeah. No, it's something that you got to sit down and think to yourself, why? And like we said, we can't 100% confirm it, right? But the thing is, if it's somebody in a costume going, I'm being funny. No, you're not.
You're not being funny. But also, the question is, which arm is his tattoo meant to be on? Is right.
It's the one that should be. It's on clear visual.
Yeah. So if he's facing the camera like that and he's like firing shots,
the difference is, for me,
should be that's his right arm. But it's very easy to invert a picture. Very easy.
It is very easy to do that, and you can if he's got his arm in a certain way as well.
Exactly. So the wrestling company that actually employed Ligero, shame on you. I hope you get shat on and shut down. You do not deserve to be in the wrestling business. It's you are the kind of people that are dragging this business down. And to be honest, I pretty much wish you'd just go fuck yourselves.
In case if anyone wants to know why I'm quiet, it's what can I add to that?
There is nothing else you can say.
There's nothing else I can say. It is that, for me, I am a... Yes, I'm a promoter. Yes, I'm a wrestler. I'm also a fan. But for me, for wrestling, that is blasphemy.
It is. It's literally like going to Macho Man Randy Savage's grave, dropping your pants and taking a shit on his headstone.
Which you wouldn't do.
Which you wouldn't fucking do. So, my God, what the fuck are you playing at? Jesus Christ, all fucking mighty on a pissing bike. You absolute fucking animals. Got no fucking sense of decency whatsoever.
And if someone's saying, but it's smart, no, it fucking isn't. It's not smart. Basically, what we're about to say is, if it is him, you do realise you've just hired a convicted felon.
Well, criminal in this country, Mr. Burns.
Well, criminal, convicted felon, it doesn't matter. It depends on what. It's
yeah,
not that
depends on
because
what country you're in.
Yeah, the reason why I said that is because we already know that another one's done it in another country.
Yeah, well, the universal term for this kind of person is now al nuncio.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonder where I heard that before.
It is shocking. It really is shocking.
It is.
To be honest, I can't think of anything nice to say about this, so I suggest that we move on before I say something really fucking bad.
Stop where you are. Let me just mention one thing of it. Regardless of if he has even attempted to redeem himself, he hasn't. How can we justify that? And the funny thing is, some people might say, you're being harsh, you made one simple mistake. It's not a fucking simple mistake. It is something that is fucking serious. It is something that, you know, just fucking know.
There is no way, even if it was a zombie apocalypse and he decided to feed himself to the zombies to try in an attempt to try and redeem himself, he would not be redeemed. He would just be dead. He would just be a dead fucking nonce.
Actually, to borrow your actual statements, Walking Dead, I think fucking Negan would take his head off. Done.
Even Negan is more redeemable than fucking Al Nuncio.
Anyway.
Mind you, probably not actually. I think they're pretty much level pegging.
Except there is a situation in one episode where a certain person went to do a certain act that is very similar to Al Nuncio, and Negan pretty much just says, you know the fucking rules, and just pretty much killed him.
Yeah. The only difference is that there was murder in it. Yeah. But anyway, I'm done talking about this fucking.
Move on.
Yeah.
Where are we moving on to next?
Oh, let's get on to we.
Oh. I'll cover this week. Fucking move on.
I love it when we do that. It's like, it was that questionable. Let's move on.
No, it is. It's that fucking questionable.
Only thing I can say really good about WWE is how freaking hot is Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I would literally be like Jim out of American Pie. I would be like Jim out of American Pie.
But at the same time, you would still be professional.
Oh, yeah, I'd still be professional. I'd just do it in the comfort of my own home. Oh, God. Oh, no. So hot.
No comment. Anyway, point being is, NXT, can't complain with that. Honest, they're doing what they're doing, fine. Not a problem. My only issue for this week with wrestling is, well, the only good moment is, in the moments, Lesnar versus Reigns. I actually didn't think I was going to say that.
They're just telling a good story at the minute, but it'll just turn out like it was when it was Brock Lesnar champion and boring as fuck. And
although I did find one thing that was fucking hilarious was when you got Roman Reigns getting Paul Heyman go through the contract. He looks at it, signs the contract, throws it at Lesnar, and Lesnar just signs it fucking like it was blindly. And you got Roman just going, "Are you a dumbass just signing a contract?" And he just went, "No, because I went through it this morning with my advocate, Paul Heyman."
Yes.
And just fucking left.
Yeah, I did see that bit.
That was just, you just see the face of Reigns just to say. It was almost Booker T level. Tell me he did not just say that. But with a look.
The look of the Booker T room of candles. Did you know that we've made it almost 6 months without that coming up?
Or Alistair Black's dark room.
Yes. Speaking of Alistair Black, I can't wait to talk to you about him.
Oh, actually, Malachi Black.
It doesn't matter. For his current name, yes, but, you know, just so we're clear, we
have actually got a funny story. I've actually got a funny story involving him as well.
No, it's not a funny story. I just want to talk about how fucking amazing he is at the moment, but we'll get on to that in a bit.
We'll get onto that in a bit. Now, aside from that, right, okay, that's the only good moment. What is absolutely insane is the fact that WWE, when they were doing the draft, were considering splitting up AJ and Omos, whatever you want to call him, until someone actually turned around and went, guys, he hasn't got much experience. Why the fuck would you put him on his own? Let him learn more.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince went, okay.
Wait, what? Vince actually agreed to a sensible decision?
Yes.
Have I just entered some sort of fucking weird parody?
All I heard was, the end is night, the end is night.
Have I just entered some weird sort of parody, though, where Vince actually listened?
And it's not the Twilight Zone.
Are you sure? I feel weird. I don't know if it's the drugs or not, but I feel weird as fuck right now.
No, they were also considering splitting up the Street Profits.
No, don't you fucking dare.
They considered that one.
No.
Agreed. And many other teams as well.
Them two work together so well, and at WWE Live, watching them against Alpha Academy.
Yep. It was like, why are you putting people on the chopping block?
Yeah, just stop putting them on the chopping block. They work better together. They're not chalk and cheese. They are literally mac and cheese. Stop messing with it.
If it ain't broke, don't fucking try and fix it. Anyway.
It's like, I mean, a couple of things I've got a positive about WWE at the moment. I love Roman Reigns as a heel. Mm-hmm. I've said that since he turned heel, and I hated him before.
Yep.
Bronson Breakker, or Bracker, whatever you want to call him.
Breaker, you know you got it right first.
I don't know, because he's spelt weird, isn't it?
It doesn't look right. It's almost like he's got a mathematical question.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a mathematical equation in his name somewhere. You've got a 50-50 chance of guessing it, which means you've got 2/3 of a chance of winning the prize. God, Scott Steiner, I love you and I miss you so much. Anyway, I really like his look. I think he has got a lot of talent there to give. I'm just
I can see
gutted.
it. I can see him being the future.
Oh yeah, I could see him being a very big future talent, and I actually like. Oh, excuse me.
Pardon you.
That's the tablets again. I'm sorry.
Apologies.
Um, I can see. I love the fact that he stuck to his family heritage of the singlet.
Yes.
I think that's brilliant. I like that it's similar color schemes, just with a twist.
Yeah.
I just
It's just
honestly, I
enough.
really do. I think he is. I think he is the future of wrestling. I
Holland
really
as
do.
well.
Hey,
Rich Holland.
yeah. See, honestly, I really do. I think NXT at this moment in time, I think they've got some genuinely very good stars, and they just need to make sure that they use them properly. This is WWE's chance now to try and redeem themselves.
I'm about to point something out, and I'm going to actually attempt to justify 2.0.
You can justify 2.0,
NXT 2.0.
but you can justify it, really?
Yes.
It looks like an Austin Powers porn set.
I'm not about the actual aesthetics. It's more of the general idea of what they're actually aiming for.
Okay.
Not the actual, how it looks. Because even though, Sean Waltman's already ripped him up saying, why the fuck have they got 40 people running in Geet? For
Yeah,
me,
because it doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. For me, Luke at the main roster.
The main roster is just like tag teams that don't belong together.
No. The main event scene. What ages are they?
The main event scene. What, you talking SmackDown and Raw?
Both of them, yeah.
What's their average age?
They're mostly in the 40s.
Well, I was just about to say they're in like the late 30s, early 40s.
Right? Now, the problem that they've got is if they suddenly all retired, what have they got next?
Well, you've just said it. What have they got next? NXT. Next.
Yeah?
NXT next. Never mind.
Yeah. Now, if you notice on NXT, they're now trying to build up the 20 and 30 age wrestlers, and try and get them more matured, ready for the main scene. I think what they're trying to do is because they've noticed that they've got a sudden issue on the main event scene that they haven't got anybody ready for the next plateau for the main event scene. So when that certain age group or that lot of lump sum of wrestlers suddenly decide to leave wrestling or anything like that, their time is done. But like our Taker has right now.
Some of them, I mean, people like Edge, I can see him wanting to do another 5 to 10 years. I don't know why. Easily, but you look at him wrestling, he's still got it.
Oh, yeah. No, but the point being is, when it comes to it, by the time they retire and when they do retire, the next lot that they've got is you've got probably even less time on the main event scene. So then you've got to get the next lot, and when you get to the next lot, oh crap.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense though, because you had Triple H in charge of NXT. He had some cracking talent that was there, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
To look at the invasion angle when all the fucking wrestlers got stuck in Dubai.
Agreed. And this is the thing. I think what they're trying to do is build up at the bottom end and build it up. The only problem is that midsection what Triple H was hitting.
It seems to me like they stopped with development when Randy Orton was coming through the ranks. That's how it feels to me sometimes.
Possibly.
When you had it, because obviously.
But then again, bear in mind that WWE dropped the ball with Deep South Wrestling, which was a development company. Because do you know who was there? Kenny Omega.
But Omega signed for it. Didn't Omega actually have a tryout with fucking WWE and then ended
Yeah,
up the
from Deep South
leave?
Wrestling.
So let me just thingy this one, because Kenny Omega in WWE coming through the ranks wouldn't have made a name for himself.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have made a name for himself in WWE. Why? Because they're too strict.
And on top of that,
What is Kenny Omega? He made himself.
correct. And on top of that, I believe they wanted him to work a body part in Deep South Wrestling and stop doing the stupid indie shit. And so, as a laugh, he decided to work someone's buttocks.
The finger bang of doom. Yeah, I've got that picture still on my phone.
So straight away, as you can imagine, you're like, really? Which is absolutely hilarious. Not long after that, he suddenly left and went off and did his own thing. And he's now become what he is now.
Yeah, one of the best on the planet.
Yes. And
I will literally throw down and say, I will give you a list of 5 names that I think are the best wrestlers in the world right now.
Go on.
Kenny Omega.
Yep.
Adam Cole.
Baby.
I reckon looking at the WWE roster, because obviously I don't want it to be AEW centered, Randy Orton.
Yep.
Edge.
Mm-hmm.
And then Christian.
Okay.
I love Jeff Hardy to bits, but he's being fucking misused at this moment in time.
Yeah.
I would also, obviously, I would throw Bryan Danielson in there, but I just haven't seen enough of him at AEW yet.
And I'm pretty sure you're going to say that the same for Punk.
Oh, God, yeah, exactly. Same for Punk. They could be up there very soon, but Christian Cage, he's been wrestling non-stop for a while. Bryan Danielson, he came back to WWE. He hasn't wrestled that much.
Although what he did on the buy-in, oh my God.
On the what, sorry?
The Rampage buy-in.
Was that this week?
I'm just going to say, oh my
Yeah,
God.
I was just about to say, I haven't seen this week, so please don't spoil it, because I only caught up with it the week before.
It's free on YouTube.
Yeah,
every hour.
I don't care.
No. That's the only way. That's my only. That's the only thing you're going to get out of me in regards to that. Just.
Well, shut the fuck up then.
Oh my God.
No, stop it. Shut up.
Right. Back to it. Let me just go back to WWE, because I've got to cover 2 things for WWE, and then we're going to fuck off that topic.
Yay.
Which is 1, Roman Reigns. Right. I know you are playing company dog and everything, but really saying AEW is not a competition.
Yeah.
And saying that, what was it? They're only dealing with the hardcore fans, so they've got a fucking glass ceiling. Really?
What? I'm not being funny, but if
they're not telling compelling stories.
Wait. Let's stop. Let's stop with that statement, because straight away it has got flaws in it.
Yeah, I know. And wait for the next statement then.
No, I still want to deal with the first part of the statement. First part of the statement.
Please go for it, because I can't wait for the second one, because that's going to break your brain.
AEW has got glass ceilings because they're dealing with the hardcore fans. Okay, Roman. They've got limitations, have they? AEW got limitations, have they? Really? Remind us of how the Attitude Era went.
Mm-hmm.
That broke through the glass ceilings and made extra levels. So straight away, part 1 on that, go fuck yourself. Number 2, No. Number 2, if they've got glass ceilings and you're standing on them glass ceilings, prepare for them to break, Roman, because you're doing shit.
Can I add on to this one for you?
You may.
And what's been happening when you've been going to the same venues at different times? AEW's been selling more tickets than WWE. Oh, fuck. So AEW's been actually selling more tickets than WWE.
I am interested to see the numbers because obviously SmackDown did that extra hour, didn't they?
And that's where the buy-in comes in as well. Because and Tony Khan turned around and literally, and this is a bit of I will say, a bit braggy card. Don't do events, but still fucking funny. If they want to take commercials out, I'll do the exact same. Because quite frankly, we can go longer, and I've got more money than WWE.
Wow. Talk about swinging your dick around, eh? Fucking hell.
And do you know why he's done that?
Just to fucking put Vince in his place?
Oh, do you know why he's had to put him in his place?
No idea.
Rumour has it that WWE has been, what was it? Oh, that's right. Sending out reports of the viewerships and everything, and doing certain dodgy dealings that they shouldn't be doing towards AEW.
Okay, now I'm interested. What's going on?
So, all I'm just going to say is, WWE, dick move. Didn't a certain company do certain things, dodgy dealings like that? What was it called? WCW? What happened to WCW?
Yeah, well, there you go.
Not fucking sad. Now, I will just say, for me, directly, is the fact that stop making it into a pissing contest. Fine, this is WWE trying to flex and say, we're bigger than you. Fine, yeah, they are getting some of the viewerships, but Tony Khan isn't sweating it because here's the fucking funny thing about it. He's saying he can't wait to beat, saying beat you. Fine, but he's not saying he's going to beat them then. Immediately. Tony Khan is playing the fucking long game.
Yeah, and I'm not being funny. In the short game that he has been playing so far,
he's been playing fucking well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, he's pretty much got your number, and he knows that you're playing poker with a shit poker face.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Tony Khan's got the business brain to go head-to-head with fucking Vince McMahon and literally take him to task.
And are you ready for this one? What was it that Vince McMahon's yes man said? Vince, you have nothing to worry about. He's just another Ted Turner, and Ted Turner was a bigger threat, and we got rid of him.
Wow.
And I'm going to point out a few flaws in that statement. You know why? One, Ted Turner was a fan, had an interest in wrestling, and could see it. But he also was dipping around into other stuff and running other companies and other products. So it was one thing he was dealing with, among other things. For Tony Khan, would you say it's just an interest for him?
No, it's not just an interest.
It's a fucking passion.
He's got the same passion that a 1980s Vince McMahon had.
He's got the passion. He was, when we were young, watching wrestling, can't we just get somebody who's got, a super fan, get lots of money, and put out great content of what we want?
All I can say is if WWE had got more money and more flex than AEW and Tony Khan, why are they still doing the Crown Jewel?
Enough said.
AEW don't need Saudi money.
Nope.
Why does Vince need Saudi money?
Oh, actually, Vince needs Saudi money because he needs to cut out the commercial breaks, to try and one up on AEW. Even though Tony Khan just went, "Why the fuck are you cutting out your breaks? Isn't that meant to be where you're making your fucking money on the breaks, you fucking moron?"
Or it's the case of why you're cutting out the breaks because your content isn't good enough to keep going anyway. Because it fucking isn't. You've got individual stars inside of a script, and it's just like, meh. Brian Danielson said it best. He was like, "Right, guys, so what are we doing?" And they just looked at him and just said, "Whatever the fuck you want, mate. You give us your ideas, and we'll talk about what we can do." How fucking cool is that?
It is.
That's so fucking cool.
Oh, and for Tony Khan, that must be fucking enriching when you see them creating the magic.
Yeah, I bet he sits there and he just goes, "You know what, guys? I'm absolutely loving this."
Yeah.
And then he's just like, "You know what? Don't say anything. I trust you. Surprise me. But if it's shit, it doesn't happen again."
Yeah.
That's as a promoter and as an own business owner. Obviously, he's got to look at it like that because you've got to have like the if it is shit, then it doesn't happen again. Like the Proclaim found out when they made that horrible rap. They got warned. It didn't happen again, but they've managed to turn it into something like you're trying to, the man is trying to stop us from saying what we feel and what we want to say.
Yeah.
So it's a good twist because now, obviously, this is going back to what WWE used to be.
Yeah.
The superstars are given the material. They turn around and say, "I can't work with that. That's not my character. Let's change it. Let's try add something like this in."
Yeah.
Where they had a bit more creative freedom throughout the Attitude Era. But then you've got also the stubborn Vince McMahon that was like, "No, I want you to do it like this way." To the mid carders. No, you do it as I say. You do as I say to the mid carders.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine The Rock sitting there and just going, "Yes, sir, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir"? Don't think so. Austin, no chance. Undertaker, not a chance in a million years. If it's shit, they ain't going to do it.
No, I'm not saying anything right now. There's a reason why I'm not saying anything right now. There's a good reason why I'm not saying anything right now, because it's spitting facts here.
Yeah, well, I spit balls, mate. I spit balls. Fireballs. So high right now. The painkillers are kicking in.
More on that later.
So yeah, like I say, AEW just got a lot more freedom, and it's very telling in the storytelling and how they present themselves, and it's clear that they've got freedom of their own character, and it just can be brilliant. Can you imagine somebody like Bray Wyatt going to AEW?
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the creative that he had at WWE, and they went and fucked it all up, and now he's got the creative freedom to do something else. If he does it in AEW, he is literally opening the door wide open.
Yeah.
And that, to me, speaks volumes.
Yeah, enough said.
So, yeah. Where do you want to go now, matey?
Right. How do I put this across? It speaks volumes, so we've covered that. Actually, we've got to get to part 2 of the statement now, haven't we?
Yeah, we kind of rambled on a bit then.
This is going to break your brain now.
Go on.
Roman Reigns doesn't think CM Punk's up to his fucking level, and he says he's coming back. I barely watch his content, and what I've seen on the clips, he looks like he's missing 1 or 2 steps. He's old as fuck. Went into MMA, got his ass fucking pounded, and no one's gonna believe him beating me up. I'm a massive athlete, was an American football player, and if it wasn't for certain illnesses, I could have kept going on.
Roman. Rain check. Ding, ding, ding. Did you know that there is a statement out there that the bigger they are, the harder they fall?
Yeah, and do you know who actually called him up on it?
I do believe, was it Jim Cornette?
No. This is when you know you've really fucked up.
Was it actually a WWE guy?
Oh yeah, it's the WWE guy.
Go on.
Vince.
Vince has pulled him up on it.
Yeah.
That surprises me because
Nope,
Vince really hasn't got a good track record with CM Punk.
Wait for it. Vince called him up on it because he turned around and said that Roman went soft on AEW. He thought he was behind on the CM Punk incident, so I know you're thinking, well, where did he call him up on it? The fact that he turned around and says if it wasn't for his illness, the fact that he'd still be doing American football. Yeah, Roman, you just basically implied you would be wrestling.
Yeah.
And your current employees just fucking noticed that quickly. Oops.
And also, he has said he barely checks his content, but that means you still check it.
Yep.
What are you, fucking stupid? You were calling Brock Lesnar stupid, and you went and did something like that. Duh! Oh, guess what? The Water Boys come back. I'm a football player.
I thought we were using that reference for somebody else in a private chat, but never mind.
I can't remember. I'm too fucking gone with the fairies at this moment in time.
But then again, it could be Bracken news.
Oh, yes. Yes, breaking news, everyone.
Yeah, but anyway, point being
Guys, I want to introduce...
No, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there because we've got a lot to get through right now. Because straight away, what the actual fuck? If Roman's just now putting out a comment about CM Punk, yeah, an actual fact, yeah, he might be missing one or two steps because Punk hasn't done it for a while, but he might be missing them steps because he wants to make the other talent look good at the same time. Punk's probably doing his best. How about you actually watch the actual full content and actually get the fucking full picture, Roman? Secondly, the fact that you've just basically also saying that you'd possibly still be doing American football if you didn't have your illness, the first time around, idiot move. But you should be fucking grateful of your current situation, and you should be grateful for the fact that you shouldn't be shitting on your own product. What the actual fuck? And that's all I'm going to say on that. My next subject on WWE, because I'm going to get through this really quickly, is the whole King of the Ring, and then we've got the Queen's Crown. Tournament, because straight away, King of the Ring, okay, I can see what they're doing. They're building up, and they're getting some decent matches out. They're trying their best to get some decent matches out of the King of the Ring tournament. What the actual fuck are they doing with the Queen's Crown? Oh, that was it. Matches that aren't even lasting fucking less than 5 minutes.
Wow, you can churn out a match in 5 minutes. What in WWE standards? That's like
no. 3 or 4 of the matches didn't get over fucking 5 minutes together.
What? So it was just enter ring, roll up, win?
And yeah, pretty much. Enter ring, grab, get into submission, elbows. Another one, get in, duck, world most devastating move, a fucking roll up. Another one. We've got Shayna Baszler come in, knee to the face, knock the fuck out.
Okay, I'm done with that. I don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah, basically, we don't give a fuck about that tournament right now. Gone. Moving on. Done.
concept.
That's how much.
But you've just gone and fucking ruined it.
Yeah, that's how much attention you brought something that fresh, new, clean. What can we do to make it improvements? No, we're just going to fucking throw it away. Supposedly, last time I checked, what the fuck happened to this so-called women's evolution? Enough said. Moving on.
Probably in Stephanie McMahon's bra.
Or the fact that she is the only one who can actually have power.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. But anyway, that's enough of WWE. Shall we move over to AEW?
Yeah, I actually want to cover not the week just gone, but the week before, because obviously I didn't watch it until this week because of certain things that happened. I will go through it very quickly because obviously
The floor is yours.
It was very, 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 very good in my eyes. But anyway, so you had a couple. You had the start of Dynamite, which was it 8-man tag or was it 6-man tag?
Mm-hmm.
8-man tag.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
I think so.
A lot of fun, really brilliant. I enjoyed it. I was invested. Bryan Danielson, at the moment, for me, he's got to be going for the title. He's got to be going for the title within the next 2 months or so because he's just too good. I was running through the show and I was sitting there thinking, how could this get any better? And with all the promos and matches that there was, and then Rampage, because obviously I watched it all in a row. Like I watched all 3 hour content in a row, and I can tell you now, if they did turn that into a 3-hour Dynamite episode, it'd be fucking awesome. It really would, but please don't because you'll end up like Raw. All I can say is I really enjoyed Rampage more than I did Dynamite, but I still really enjoyed Dynamite. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Rampage, CM Punk, fucking amazing. Also, we had the return of Hangman Adam Page. I did not see that coming. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I just can't say anything bad about it at the moment. I just can't. And week after week after week that I watch it, I've just got nothing bad to say about it. Unless I was being really nitpicky. Which I don't want to be. I don't want to be nitpicky because when they're churning out such good content and it's coming in big chunks, it feels like it's being put into bite-sized chunks, which is good for me, and I'm happy. I'm just happy. It feels like I'm watching wrestling back in the early thousands again.
Yeah.
Late 90s, early noughties. I'm so glad I got to see the Buckshot again. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Hangman Adam Page, literally, you know what I'd love to see? Triple threat match for the AEW Championship. Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson. Take my fucking money, pull down my pants, smack my arse, call me Margaret, take my fucking money.
I'm so glad you've been sheltered on the internet right now.
Is you what? What?
I'm so glad you've been sheltered on the internet recently.
Sheltered?
Sort of kept off the internet.
Well, I have kind of really, haven't I?
You might have done a bit of a benefit to yourself because, and let me just point this out, I'm not going to be revealing anything that I'm going to be actually talking about. All I'm just going to say is there was a bit of a boo-boo by AEW by Tony Khan recently.
Mm-hmm.
while you're doing an interview at a big event that I believe your sport team is hosting, and if you're writing notes and everything, make sure certain notes aren't facing the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He accidentally may have partly let slip the full gear lineup. Oops.
Oh.
But the matches that he's accidentally revealed, I actually question if he did it on purpose at the same time. Because them matches are ones that you want advertising now. Because they're that good. But if you got the image, if you got the interview up, or you got the image of where he had his son just zoomed in, you'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Enough said. Apart from that, but this week, Rampage buy-in. Enough said.
I will be catching up on that. Well, obviously.
Dynamite. Enough said.
I literally feel like the Salt Bay guy at the moment.
Just without his expensive bills.
Yeah, we'll stop ordering off the top of the fucking menu then.
Oh, you mean the wine list?
Yeah.
Of course.
This bottle of wine has been seasoned to perfection over the last 300 years. It has matured to the stage that it is like jelly. Blech. Salt Bay. Anyway, I think we should move on to some UK wrestling. I
believe that we do, because I'm just having to catch up on something right now.
Yeah, would that be a certain particular post on Reddit?
Yeah, it is.
All I can say to you there is, matey, you should be very proud because I've just read it. Did you get it? Read it?
Yeah. I got it. It's just...
Sorry. Or am I? So, ladies and gentlemen, what Matt Burns is actually doing right now is just plucking through his pubes, looking for lice and crabs.
Fuck off.
I don't want to cough 4 times. My face hurts too much.
No, I'm just saying fuck off, because you thought, no, I had cramp last night.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. Before we get to why I'm reading Reddit, shall we get on to what happened last week?
Yes, let's get on to what happened last week.
Last week, we went to Stoke-on-Trent.
Which is basically Comic-Con, but in Stoke-on-Trent in the UK.
I've got to say, really fun. The costumes, fucking hell, the costumes.
You know, I take back what I said the week before of the poor man's Comic-Con, because some of them costumes were out of this fucking world. All I'm going to say is, I hope Battlestar Galactica guy won, because his costume was fucking amazing. Did you get a picture with him as well?
Which one?
Battlestar Galactica guy.
Oh, the Scion.
The Scion, that was it. Thank you very much.
No, you're welcome. Even though I believe a certain group of his assistants, what made me laugh is with that entire situation is our group just, if they didn't understand what it was, they just looked at me, and there's me just going, Scion.
Yeah, Scion. I knew that it was a Scion, but I just, you know, when you just like, I can't remember what they're called. And then as soon as you said it, I was like, that was it. Thank you. But yeah, his costume was absolutely out of this world. It really, really was. Quite literally, actually.
Exactly. Now, the wrestling was on there.
We were outside of the Student Union Bar at Keele University.
I believe it's called the Kiel SU.
Yes.
Now, the whole event, brilliant, loved it. We even had a picture with a zombie, who ironically I even knew.
I'm not commenting because I know that comment will get me into trouble. So keep going.
Nope, and nope. I know the person who's in the portrayal of the zombie.
Thank you very much.
Because he also changed into Irony as the Terminator.
Please carry on.
But anyway, getting down to it, the action was absolutely great. The wrestling was good. I've been at many carnival shows and or at con shows and everything, and sometimes you've got to get straight into the action, and that's what they did. Now, I believe my colleague had 2 matches.
Yeah, I had 2 title matches.
Exactly.
I couldn't believe it, actually. When it was announced that it was a title match, I was like, holy fuck, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's my first title match. I love it.
Exactly. And it's absolutely amazing. And it is. First match, I watched it, hit it off without a hitch, and I'm sorry, I've got to say this.
What?
Purple Man.
Fuck you. Stupid little kid dressed as Captain America.
Boo that man!
If it was literally illegal to swear and kick children over the fucking fence, I would have done it that day.
Why did I suddenly just got a clip of I believe it's called ASDF movie? I want to go to the moon. Why wait?
No, I'm thinking more so South Park of Ike and Kyle. Kick the baby.
Don't kick the baby.
No, it was a lot of fun. I gave out just as good as I got.
Yeah.
First match, yeah, I lost, but at the end of the day, it was just such good fun. I really enjoyed myself.
I'm going to have to say this now. He's a contender. He's a contender. He's a wrecking machine.
He's a wrecking machine. He's a contender.
Of course. Then the second match, which triple threat, and for the title again, all was going well.
All was going well, and it was really, really enjoyable up to a point. I was being pinned, and unfortunately, a swanton bomb was hit whilst I was being pinned, and said wrestler, unfortunately his bum landed on my face.
Yep.
And crushed my cheekbone and my orbital bone.
Let me just point this out. And someone's turn around and say, well, that's stupid, that's dangerous and everything. I'm not being funny. This was all pre-arranged. This was all, sort of, in a way, it was a freak accident.
Yeah, it was a freak accident. It happens. They do happen. I won't be the first or the last wrestler that will be on the receiving end of a broken face or a broken leg or a broken arm or fingers or whatever. So, nobody's at blame. It's just a freak accident. It happens. Unfortunately, this time, it was only my 3rd match, and it was me that was injured. like I say, it wasn't my fault because obviously I wasn't moving. I was being pinned, and it was just an accident, so nobody was to blame. All I will say is that fuck, it sucked straight away after it happened. I knew something wasn't right. According to people in the audience, I heard a crunch.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for James Grayson literally picking me up and guiding me through the last few moves, I still had a lot to do, realistically, considering that I was injured and could barely see. My vision was crossed. I was seeing double of everything. I had to get up from there. I had to take a moonsault. We both had to take a moonsault. And for James Grayson to roll out of the ring, I then had to throw a lariat for me to be V-triggered. Then obviously I had to powder out so he couldn't pin me, which I'm surprised. Because
he went out the ring from the force.
Yeah, so I had to literally get out of there before I got pinned. And obviously then me and James had to be on the receiving end of a suicide dive.
Or tope suicida.
Yeah. And I knew I was just grateful that I didn't have to do any more because I could barely move. After the match had finished, I had to crawl to somebody and ask for help. I was put in the back of a van where I passed out.
At this point, I believe your memory was, because you were a bit dazed and confused. One of the your fellow colleagues, I believe his surname's Trigg.
Yeah, Mighty Joe Trigg.
Mighty Joe Trigg assisted in helping you up with myself.
Luckily, that one of the other wrestlers' partners is a nurse, and she was comforting me in the back. So glad that I'd passed out with my eyes closed, otherwise I would have got an eyeful.
Well, you were unwell. You would have had you were unwell.
Well, and I would have had a shock. I would have had more shock than what I was already in. Let's just put it that way, because she wasn't planning to go over my head with the miniskirt on.
But the thing is, all I'm just going to say is the event got what ended up happening after everything. Medical services got involved and everything.
And from there on, I was in hospital, being sick,
and looked after.
But I was in a bad way. I was in a bad way. I
was
good near enough 24 hours, about 20 hours still in my wrestling gear. I was admitted into the hospital. I'd been to see surgeons. I'd been to see doctors, eye specialists, you name it. And unfortunately, fingers crossed, I'm going to need surgery.
He's going to need some surgery, and that's all we need to cover. I'd say. Agree?
Yeah, I don't really need. I don't really know anymore. All I know is that I just need surgery to put my cheekbone back in place.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop me, though, did it? It didn't stop me. It didn't stop me. It didn't stop me at all, did it, Mr. Burns? Because would you like to tell people what happened last night, Mr. Burns?
You bastard.
You bastard.
You red bastard.
You may have noticed that Matt Burns has been searching for a particular co-owner just lately,
You
and
bastard.
he did
No,
not
no, no,
know.
no, 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 no. Well, actually, start from the beginning. You bastard.
You
Yeah,
bastard.
bastard.
You
Anyway,
bastard.
last night was none other than UKWA New Era.
Me too.
Unfortunately, you're going to notice a bit of a pattern here for the week, aren't they?
Yes.
Ambulances.
Yes. It's a reoccurring theme.
Yeah. Now, last night was UKWA New Era. Now, we got everything set up, we got everything lined up, and
For fuck's sake, it had to happen.
no. I'm just going to say this out first. I'm just going to say there is going to be a post going out soon from UKWA shortly, stating in regards to New Era, saying thank you for everyone who attended.
Yes. Spank you.
Thank you to everyone who was involved on the show.
Yes. Spank you too.
And genuinely, just
Let's get on
thank
to
you.
that.
Thank you that we were able to have such a wonderful event. However, before that event could take place, we originally were meant to be going on at 6:30. Unfortunately, due to a certain situation that had actually occurred before the actual show was planned to begin, unfortunately, we ended up having to call emergency services for one of our fans at the show.
Yeah.
Who had unfortunately passed out. As for why it all happened, I don't know the reason why. However, with myself being out there and with me being a promoter, and as soon as I got told, I knew we had to jump into the situation and pretty much get this checked out and involved. I have got to say, for all the medical team that for the medical team that we have on there, people who have got a medical training, which is Regan and Derek Caslan, thank you so much. Because genuinely, they actually helped assist us in this emergency situation. And I've just been reading a statement that is actually on Reddit. And
which has been drawn to our attention by Alice, who the quiz is Alice.
Yeah. And how do I even say this? Genuinely, the message on there is. Would you say it before I?
You're feeling a bit weepy. The message is very clear, and it's just thanking the UKWA staff and just basically everyone in general who was very helpful as this individual's mother passed out. Unfortunately, the ambulance services, they were being a bit of a ridiculous joke. They were holding it up. They were saying 45 minutes to 2 hours for an ambulance when somebody has passed out. And bear in mind that we did have a medical history, which we will not declare because that is not our place.
No, it's not.
So yeah, it was a very, very tricky situation. We were told not to move her, but in the end, she moved herself.
Yeah.
And she was apologetic, and this is what really cuts me up, is that she was apologising for passing out. Love, you've got no reason to be sorry. You've got no reason to explain to us why you passed out. You had no reason. It happens. We're all humans at the end of the day. I just hope that whatever it is that has happened, that you get a speedy recovery and you feel better soon.
Yeah.
And we can't really elaborate on that too much because It is what it is. It happened. You took care of it. You did really well, and you should be proud of yourself. So give yourself a pat on the back if you can reach. T-Rex arms.
No, genuinely, the offer that due to the situation and the circumstances, for the people involved and their son, that offer is 100% legitimate.
Yep.
And still stands.
Exactly. Still stands. So we hope to see you in the future.
We hope to see you in the future, genuinely, and I can honestly say, in regards to this, it was just an absolute unfortunate situation, and literally, I'm thankful for the literally for the team for being around and being so helpful.
What were you saying though earlier in the day? Because obviously we had a bit of a letdown, so we thought that we had to get somebody that was. Well, Matt Burns had to get somebody that was medically trained there at the event, and you were literally saying that you were worried that something was going to happen. And funnily enough, it did. You did right. You were a stickler, you stuck to your rules, you did well, so give yourself a pat on the back. I am not blowing your head up anymore. So
no, for me, it's a fact of,
hang on a minute, I'm going to turn this on its fucking head now, because how freaked out must she have been being looked after by somebody dressed as Paul Bearer?
Oh, yes!
Oh, yes!
While
yes,
also
ladies and gentlemen, Matt Burns was dressed in a suit.
Yes.
And as dashing as he looked, still we had the reminiscence of Paul Bearer and Paul Heyman.
Minus the jacket.
Minus the jacket. Oh, please, for the love of God, please put the jacket on next time.
I'll consider it.
But no, like I say, all joking aside, we wish you a very speedy recovery, and let's get back to the same place, the same venue. Hopefully sooner rather than later, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Very soon.
Agreed. And the event was an absolute amazing event. And I know there's results out there, and I've also had to send out a message to one source in regards to the results and had to correct them.
Okay, go on.
Because they got one of the match results the wrong way round. I'm not going to say what they are, because bear in mind that show will actually be on Powered 4 TV.
Powered 4 TV. And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I get into the little surprise that you had? You had a couple of surprises, actually, that night, didn't you?
Well, I had a few surprises, and the at the starting out, the unknown co-owner did. The bastard.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
The bastard.
Are you still looking for him?
No, you bastard.
I don't know what you keep calling me a bastard for. I haven't done anything.
Really?
I have not. I do nothing.
Really?
I do nothing.
Let me just put this into context. We suddenly get some footage, supposedly, or we'll say audio, from the unknown co-owner with a voice changer. Wow. Right.
Well, I didn't do things by halves.
True. And on top of that, right, so that went out, and we thought it got revealed out publicly. I didn't even know it was being uploaded, so when that literally got thrown out to the public, I learned about it then. And I was like, who the hell is that? And I'll be honest with you, even I thought it was DDV with how many times he said matey.
And the fact that in the code as well, in the encryption, it got DDV written on it.
And not DVD.
Yeah, not DVD. Hey, I'm on drugs. I'm allowed to make cock-ups.
I was going to actually twist it into a Lee Evans joke then. DVD video combo.
Yeah, no, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to be sad on me.
I'm not being sad on you, actually. But
I know
anyway, let's just
somebody-
get back to it.
I know somebody's got
As
your number.
I...
I do.
What?
I said I know somebody's got your number if you do.
That's fine. But anyway, the point being... Sorry what you did there. All I will say is I called them out. What I didn't expect was who stepped out. James Irvine.
Yeah, but good news, everyone.
My face. Is that why you kept saying someone take a picture of my face? As well.
Is that why? What? Sorry.
Is that why when you came out, you looked at me like, someone take a picture of his face right now?
Yeah, he was actually.
Because there's me just, huh?
Well, you wanted an announcement, so I was just coming out to give you the announcement. And what was the announcement, Mr. Burns? Because you said to me, if I do remember correctly, you said to me, it's not TBT. So what's going on? Why are you here?
Yeah.
Did you not wonder why I was sitting round the back?
Well, I invited you, if you remember.
Or did you?
Yes, I did.
Or did you?
I invited you on the show. So, no, I thought I invited you. But he was going to be there anyway because he already invited himself.
Exactly. So I invited myself.
Because the UK Libre other co-owner, the unknown co-owner, is none other than...
Monsieur Irvine.
That it is. And as I can imagine, you saw me just go from confused. I was almost like in a bag of, an emotional bag of range of emotions.
Yes.
Because I went from shocked to what the hell to hang on, that means are you with a certain somebody? But no, you corrected his suddenly acceptance and
I felt bad. I had to come out anyway to apologise because not only did the sly little dog and hobbit, Mr. Christopher Drew,
or can you remember the other one?
what?
Butlin's coat.
Well, Lego Man, Butlin's coat.
Butlin's blue coat.
It's funny though because he's not really Butlin's blue coat. He's actually Butlin's turncoat.
Oh, let's see what you did there. Genuinely, you caught me by surprise, and you even saw me. I couldn't even look at you at one point, could I?
Yes, because he was worried. He was worried because obviously I was given the microphone.
No, I wasn't actually worried. I was just I was just there thinking, what's he going to say? And then when you actually said what you said, I couldn't even look at it because I'm like, wow, my brother, my brother.
Well, like I say, we had a hug, and that obviously I gave you another surprise during the night as well because I felt bad about the whole Christopher Drew situation.
That you did.
Obviously, being naive, I reached out to Christopher Drew.
Now, do you know more importantly why I gave you a pass straight away? Straight away on that situation.
Because I'm fucking awesome.
It's not just that. It's not. I wouldn't even say you're naive with Drew. Drew is that devious. Bear in mind, he fooled you. He even fooled me. So I'm the one who actually got him in.
I'm not even funny, but that man could probably sell water to the ocean.
He could sell ice to Eskimos.
Exactly. He could sell his pubes to his own penis.
We've got him in the wrong department.
I am not putting him in the 70s porn star department.
No, I was thinking merch.
No. Actually, no. I reckon what we could do is turn him into like some sort of holiday rep for like people who've just been married. And because he does look like a certain individual, doesn't he?
Oh, wow.
That would roofie his friends.
And leave him with a bit of a hangover?
Exactly. Part 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, God.
Genuinely, though, I will say that entire show was...
Well, like I say, we got some surprises. You got the surprise of the introduction of Angus James, which a particular DDV did not like at all.
Yep.
Formerly known as Squirt, but he is not that flippy doodah guy anymore. He is the man. He is Angus James.
He's Angus James. But then again, I think the promo, I think the fact that, I will say, David Albeck's got a lot of anger, hasn't he?
I know, yeah. What's this about him punching his therapist?
What the fuck? Even I was like, dude, what the hell? No wonder it cost so much for that therapy for him.
So obviously, me coming in as your co-owner, we have to make some decisions. That was one of them. The introduction of Angus James. I know you brought him in, but I had to give him a nudge in your direction because I've known the guy a long time and I know he can do a job.
Yeah.
So
I know he can because I know he can.
Give him a nudge. So this is how we are going to help ourselves help each other going forwards.
With the fucking dream team.
Onwards and upwards for the UKWA, I say.
And bear in mind, we haven't got an official date for the next show, which will be Finest Hour. Yes, it'll be the second one, but it'll be like, that year's Finest Hour.
Exactly.
Which is going to be like the UKWA's WrestleMania.
Ooh.
That's the best way of explaining this.
It is the best way of explaining it, yeah.
And we even announced the main event for the next show, which is interesting. You'll have to watch the show to find out.
Yes. Can't give too much away.
That's why I didn't even say.
Can't give too much away. Are we okay spoiling just what was introduced in the form of leather?
Yes, you can.
So, my guilt led me to believe that the UKWA needed sprucing up with a tag team division. So, the next show, there will be the start of a tournament for the new tag team UKWA champions.
And I know one person is very, very happy about that. Player.
Did you just quote the Teddy Long reference?
Yes, I did.
Good God.
Tag team match, player. Sorry, I had to. You threw it up and I had to knock it out.
Just for you knocking out that player, you're going to be going one-on-one with The Undertaker.
Oh, no. Wait, he's retired.
Oh, no. Help me.
Why?
So, yeah. New belts have been introduced. UKWA Tag Team Champions will be crowned. Will that be at the next show? Or will
No. It's going to be built over. I think the idea was it's going to be built over a little bit of a tournament. So
Yeah,
it's going to be a long run. However,
yeah,
I've got to say this. I'm just going to say this outright. There will be pictures of them will be revealed of what they look like coming soon onto the social media. But I just want to point out JFX3D. Thank you so much for that.
yeah. I genuinely, everybody that was involved in the show, from the ring to the photography to the bar staff
Yep.
to the wrestlers to yourself to the
And yourself.
audience,
And the audience. Oh, wow.
it made my night. I had a blast, and obviously me not feeling the best, it was very much needed.
Yeah,
Because
but
our mental health message at the end, it is okay not to be okay and all that lot. So, I knew that I wasn't in the greatest of places and I needed to get out. And that for me was perfect. And I've nothing but on a high since.
I just thought you were just doing escape from New Era.
Shut up.
Snake Plissken.
Snake!
But no, genuinely, from everything, it was an amazing show. And you know what? I was going to possibly consider picking up on a non-wrestling topic, but you know what? No.
I think ending it on a high is
Yeah.
best.
It's best. It's what's best for business.
Yes.
It is. So, as with that, I am just going to be pointing out right now with the Burning Truth, we've got our links pages, and I will be stating this, there is more coming out, more will be getting added to the page on the website, which the website is www.theburningtruthuk.com.
Yeah.
But understand that we cannot be held responsible for links. We, of course, always recommend you to check out our social media, be it from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And if you want to listen to any of the current episodes or past episodes or anything like that, or interviews, they are on the website. But if you want to listen to the episodes of The Burning Truth, you've got the website, Spreaker, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Amazon Music, and other sources.
HP, brown sauce, the daddies, tomato.
No.
Sorry. Okay.
No. There's only one daddy, and that's the Martini Daddy.
The Martini Daddy.
Chase Alexander. Anyway, let's continue. All I'm just going to say is, like we said, I think you really said it best. The fact that with mental health, it is okay to be not okay, but asking for help is never a weakness. You end up finding out there's more care for you than you can ever know. We always recommend you never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits. Quoted from Tom Campbell of Cultaholic. We, of course, always say, make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish. It's necessary.
Very necessary.
It is. And if you could be anything in this world right now or at any given moment, please be more kind. And, of course, we always recommend you to be excellent to each other. And most importantly, what is the number one rule of Progress Wrestling, The Burning Truth, and in general life?
Don't be a dick. Don't be a filthy dick. And don't be a slith.
Pretty much.
Slith.
Enough said. Slith. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say stay well, stay safe. We will hopefully be back for the next episode being live again. And we, of course, always recommend you check out your local wrestling. We know we've done ours because we even were running one last night.
Yes.
we filled our quotes for the week.
Definitely. I think for a month.
But knowing our luck, we'll still be doing more.
Oh.
But anyway, with that, I'm just going to say it has been emotional, and it really was last night and today as well.
And today.
And with all that, I've been Matt Burns.
And I have been James Irvine, and I am being sensible today.
That he is. So with all that, we'll catch you later.
See you later.